Adam, 1-0 draw against Buxton. Despite missed opportunities to score more, are you still pleased with the performance?
I thought it was a difficult afternoon really to play for both sets of players. I thought the wind, the conditions made it very difficult for both sets. I thought the referee, again, didn't help the game. That made it hard for both sets of players. So I think on reflection a draw was probably fair. I felt in the first half we had the better chances. Second half they certainly had the better chances. Their goals, obviously an unbelievable strike first half. You know, he's hit it from 30 yards and it's flown in top corner. There's not a great deal you can do about that. But I think on reflection, a draw's probably about right.
Do you not see it as 2 points lost then?
No.
Point gained?
No. Just fair result. You know, if you can't win, don't lose. You know, I think Buxton are a team that will be right up there at the end of the season, and we want to be up there as well ourselves. So it's another team that we expect to be up there at the end that we've not lost anything to, which we would have preferred to have won the game, but I don't think we did enough to win it. I don't think they did enough to win it. I think a draw was about right.
It was difficult conditions with the wind. Do you feel as though you played it into your advantage? Was that a goal at the beginning of the game to try and play for wind to your advantage?
No, it's windy every game up here. I don't think. I've been here for over 12 months now, and I don't think we've had a game where it's not been windy. So it's something we have to contend with. But it was probably worse today and stronger today than I've ever known it, and that made it difficult. The ball's swirling around. You're trying to clear your lines, and it's coming back to you. It's going straight up in the air, and just difficult conditions. I think the team that was shooting towards the bottom end had to defend a little bit deeper because of the conditions. But what that did was it allowed the team defending deeper to counter-attack, and I think both teams counter-attack quite well, which is probably why we've had our better chances in the first half and they've had their better chance in the second half. So the conditions made it difficult for both sets.
Feel as though it's something to get used to work on, to get used to the difficult conditions up here?
We've been dealing with it for a long time now, so we're used to it. I mean, we try and play good football wherever we play. Some of our football at times away from home when the pitches are a little bit flatter and not as bobbly and it's not as windy, and we play some great stuff away from home. But here at home, sometimes the conditions can hinder how we would like to play the game. But good football teams, they have to win games in different ways, and today we didn't do enough to win it, but we didn't lose, and it's another point on the board, and we just got to move on to Tuesday.
You mentioned it with home and away games. It seemed to be a problem last season, home games compared to away games, but that's new now, in three games unbeaten at home. So was that a goal at the start of the season as well, just to make sure that your home form is up there with your away form? Yeah,
I mean, last year we lost more games at home than we did away. We're aware of that. I think teams in this league, when they go away from home, they set up a little bit differently, and they look to counter-attack a little bit more. And a lot of teams are very good at that. And that obviously is the home side. When the onus is on you to take the game to the opposition, you can sometimes fall foul of being counter-attacked, and it's something that happened on numerous occasions last year. But I think we've only lost the one game here at home, and we've played South Shields, Gainsborough. We've obviously played Buxton today, who were a very good team. So yeah, I mean, I think if our home form last season would have been as good as our away form, we'd have finished very close to Altrincham. But that was last season. This season we want to improve our home and our away record. Because we want to do better and we want to be higher. So that's not a bad point.
Still in ninth place, just a couple of points behind the playoffs. Is that the target as well this season? You finished in playoffs last season. Is that the target to get in playoffs again this season?
Well, I think if you ask everybody around the club, then yeah. I think if we'd have finished mid-table last season as a newly promoted team, there'd have probably been a little bit less expectation on us this year. But by doing well last season, there's more expectation on us this season. The expectation is that we want to try and get in the playoffs. That's going to be difficult, we know that, but I believe that we're good enough to do it.
Bamber Bridge on Tuesday, another big game for your side. Are you confident going into that one, though? What are your thoughts going into the game on Tuesday?
It'll be a tough game. They've had a couple of very good seasons. They've started this season very well. They've had a couple of indifferent results in the last couple of weeks after an unbeaten start, but they've got some good players, great team spirit. They work incredibly hard for one another. You know, and they look like they're relishing every opportunity they get in this league. So it's going to be a very difficult game, but you know, it's one again that we go into with confidence that we can get a good result.